And who are we on? We're on to Zeke. Isiah Thomas. Let's do it. Let's get another one in. Enforce the Jordan rules by defeating fierce rival Chicago. Got to play the 88-89 Bulls. Point guard. Zeke. Okay, let's do it.
And here's Isiah dribbling down the clock.
9,000 assists.
But he slips by and finishes with the left hand. Isiah Thomas puts the Pistons back.
2 championships. Ooh, it's kind of old. Kind of old school.
As we revive the best of NBA history here on 2K Sports. Tonight's late 80s matchup featuring the bitterest of rivalries. The Chicago Bulls with their superb swingman tandem of
Paxton, Jordan, Pippen, Grant, Cartwright. Didn't even see who was on my team.
Pistons of Detroit here on their home court.
And this rivalry, Kevin, probably one of the most intense in NBA history. You had geography, both teams in the Central Division. So from 1987 to 1991, these teams played each other 47 times.
And then, of course, the stakes involved. The Pistons, after
here we go. I see you, Zeke.
Just solidified themselves as the premier team in the East. And now they have these young Chicago Bulls trying to take it away.
Okay, is he a 3-baller? Not really.
The physicality of these matchups, cheap shots and outright brawls, not uncommon.
But from that fire of competition, I think both teams emerged stronger. The Pistons had an easier time in the finals after advancing past the Bulls in '89 and '90. And the tough lessons the Bulls learned against the Pistons prepared their championship run.
Jordan's on this team.
Let's take a look at the lineups first for the home Pistons. Bill Laimbeer will man the middle. Mahorn in at the 4. Mark Aguirre rounding out the front court at small forward. And, of course, the elite backcourt of Joe Dumars and Isiah Thomas. And at the other end for the Bulls, Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant are the forwards. Big Bill Cartwright manning the middle. John Paxson at the 1. And the shooting guard, Michael Jordan. That one falls, so he hits.
It's all good.
Well, Isiah Thomas, a superstar in the NBA, but he was a star even before he was drafted. Took his high school team to the Illinois State Championship game.
Dude's a 3-ball.
And, of course, a national title and most outstanding player with Indiana in 1981.
Dumars against Pippen. Passes it to Cartwright. Shoots. With Mahorn with the rebound.
Well contested shot there.
And that's the key defensively. You've got to make them work for it, challenge every shot.
He was so far off me.
Well, Dumars buried nearly 1,000 of those in his career, 990 to be exact. The most three-pointers made in Pistons history.
It's Pippen on the wing. Aguirre covering. Pippen can't get it to go. So Detroit will take it the other way. Dumars kicks to Laimbeer.
Come on! Oh!
Blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, Bill Laimbeer, not exactly the most beloved player in NBA history. In fact, outside of Detroit, he was an outright villain. They called him the Prince of Darkness.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny you talk about that because Isiah Thomas is on record as saying, to tell you the truth, if I didn't know Bill, I wouldn't like him either. But you know, this Pistons team wasn't trying to make friends.
Oh, what is Pippen doing?
On one thing, and that was winning.
Now here's Pippen. 5 to shoot. From about 16. And the ball goes out of play, unable to keep it in.
That's right.
Sellers checked in for Chicago.
Don't you be taking my ball.
Here's Thomas. Guarded by Paxson. And they...
Goaltending.
They'll give him a bucket.
Nice.
Here's Jordan.
I'll take a goaltending.
Under 5 minutes left to play in the first. Covered by Dumars. Jordan against Dumars. Sellers. Lambier defending.
No! You can't give him anything mid-range. He'll nail it in your face.
When he's working like that, fella.
And you know, this Pistons organization, guys, they started out in Fort Wayne, Indiana in 1941. And they moved to Detroit in 57. And really didn't become a winner until the 80s. And that was when they brought in Isiah Thomas, Lambier, Vinnie Johnson, and Joe Dumars. That was a heck of a club. Tough rebound there for Horace Grant.
Lambier against Grant. Lambier with the steal.
He did what he could to try to handle that pass, but that was too
Wow, no foul. No foul. No foul. They have been no foul.
Under 4 minutes left.
Give me that.
First quarter of the game.
You ain't gonna give me that, are you?
Early playoff exits, as we're
Playing
talking
some
about
gritty.
the Pistons.
Gritty D.
The Pistons decided they needed to toughen up, so they draft John Sally and they.
Wow, we are tearing him up.
Yeah, and those are good moves. I mean, you talk about building a championship caliber team.
Come on! Oh!
How are you going to try to make it happen? Well, they focused on physicality and toughness, defensive-oriented style. And with the bad boys, they made it to the conference finals in '87. The finals.
Oh, God!
Well, he's got enough hang time there to put a little.
He just flew by, dunked on my head. Probably flexed after. Yelled loudly, scared everyone. Small children are weeping now.
Making a switch here to the Bulls. Vincent's check in.
And you know, his teammates, guys, we used to watch it every day. Jordan and Pippen would push each other so hard. They loved to compete in every single drill, and it really elevated the play of the entire team. Scottie Pippen had a career most guys.
Come on, Dumar. Yeah, Dumar.
17 years in the league. He made it to the postseason.
I'm liking Dumar better than frickin' Zeke.
Isiah Thomas covering. Pass to Jordan.
Oh my! Oh my! I got caught on my own guy.
And defensively, remember, you got to fight through screens to avoid giving up open looks.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Steve. And the defense has to go over the top of that screen. I think that's how they get it done. Right now, it's all working for them here in the first. Shots have been falling.
Yeah, their offense has been very impressive. If they keep this up, Clark, they're going to be tough to beat.
Thomas with the steal.
Well, those are the kind of plays Isiah made time and time again.
Yes, Dumars.
What a beautiful play. The catch and the finish all in one fluid motion.
Was that Dumars? I don't know. Probably.
Can, guys. That was perfectly executed.
And the first time out.
Probably Dumars.
Well, he's had enough of that lackadaisical defense. They've got to help.
Very lackadaisical.
All of these points in the paint. Well, Isiah Thomas, really a rags to riches story. He grew up in a rough neighborhood in West Chicago, the youngest of 9 children. Some days, no food or heat.
And I'm sure he'd say that played a large part in shaping the player he became, Clark. Tough, fearless, determined to win by any means necessary. Well, when Mark Aguirre came from Dallas to Detroit, he knew the expectations. And he said, we had to win the title. I let them know that if we didn't win the title, this was a bust. I was totally confident looking at that team that we could win a championship. And, of course, they did. They won 2.
Jordan against Thomas. Shoots a fader.
Frick!
Pippen with the basket. The assist from Michael Jordan. Pippen's got 5 now. And guys, Aguirre was willing to make the sacrifices necessary to win that title.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, clearly he was a big-time scorer, one of the best
Oh my
in the league
God.
forward spot. From the time he came in back in '81, he could put it in the basket. And Joe Dumars said Mark was averaging 25 points per game or more his whole career. But when he came to us, he wasn't interested in that.
Oh my God.
Decided to go with a little trickery, went to the reverse. You got to love that.
We don't get to see too many of those.
No, we got to savor that one for sure.
Here's Thomas. Nails it from 8 feet. Thomas got his second bucket of the night. Bulls trail by 6.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
The pass to Vincent. Pulls up on the wing. Detroit with the rebound.
Dumars. Dumars. Dumars is like the best. What the? 6 for 7, 13 points already.
Impacted the game in so many ways, including in the fashion category. Remember the baggy shorts that eventually became popular? He was really the first guy to wear them.
Yeah, you know what? And he said it wasn't so much about fashion for him, but rather function, because it gave him a chance.
And then Pippen slams it in.
Man, I wanted to hear the baggy short story.
Absolutely killing me. That's just ridiculous.
It is, you know, that's what basketball Clark is all about right there.
That's exactly why we love this game. The greatest athletes in the world.
Goes up on the wing. That one falls short. Bulls trail by 4.
Fuck you, Pippen, man.
Pushes it down.
Jesus.
That one to the rack with some purpose.
I'll say beautiful dunk there, Steve.
Yeah, how about the agility? Man, just the power and the skill. Impressive.
Thomas kicks to Lambier. Backing down. 1 second left.
Wow, that was unclutch.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. The Pistons on top. They lead by a bucket.
Yeah, this team is on the same page.
Very unclutch. And Pippen is making me mad.